All right, I think I'm gonna have to get myself reorganized here so that you can see me a little better. Sorry. Okay, that's a little better. All right, so this is going to be your final video for this week, and it talks about your logo names. So you all have started on your logo names, and the only thing you really did on day one is focused on the names in here and writing them in bubble letters. And so once you do that, the rest is really fun. And the rest is completely up to you. You're going to pick a few objects that you think are pretty easy to draw. So when I say pretty easy to draw, I want you to think more along the lines of symbols other than things. So, for example, I really love music because, like Elvis Presley and Jack White are really big influencers for me. So instead of drawing a picture of Jack White singing a song or Elvis Presley singing a song, I put a symbol for music, which would be the headphones and maybe some music notes coming out of those headphones on my paper. So you can think about easy ways to draw certain things. So for example, I didn't actually draw a picture of Batman because that would have been really hard. Instead, I drew a little symbol for what Batman means. So you can think of symbols instead of the actual things. But you're going to want to come up with a list of things that are special to you and work on trying to come up with a symbol that represents them. So if you look at my logo name, you can see I like music, I love coffee, I love sweets, donuts are fabulous. I like Sharpie pens or markers. I like Batman, and I really love nature. So those are all of the things around my name. I want you to come up with between 6 and 8 things that are interesting to you to make your logo name unique and cool. So I'm going to show you Drake's. So Drake's has Legos underneath his name. It has a monkey. It has Batman. It has T-Rex feet. There are some Star Wars characters, there's a puzzle piece, and there's a rocket shooting off into space. So you can tell a lot about the things that he likes based on what his logo name looks like. So what you're gonna do, here, I'll turn that around, is work on coming up with something that's interesting with between 6 and 8 things around your name. The reason you don't want to get more than 8 things is if you have more than 8 things, it's going to start to look a little busy and you might lose some of your objects that you have around your name. So between 6 and 8 things is a good amount. Some other things to think about, you're going to want to overlap your objects in an interesting way. So for example, in mine down here, I sat the big coffee cup behind my name. So I drew part of it underneath my name, part of it above my name. Makes it look a little interesting. And then the donut is sitting behind the coffee cup. So work on trying to overlap some of your things. It's going to make it look really interesting. I did the same thing up here with the spaceship shooting off behind the D. I did the same thing with the monkey. It's hanging on the D and his tail's kind of wrapped into the D a little bit. So think about interesting ways that you can overlap your objects in your designs. And the last thing I want you to focus on is look at how they're colored in. Look at how I used value when I was coloring. So for example, if you look at my donut, the frosting on the outside on the black lines is a really, really dark pink, and it just kind of fades into a lighter pink towards the center. Same with Batman. He's really, really dark black around the edges, and it fades to a lighter black in the center. You can get creative with mixing and blending your colors, like on my flower. It has a yellow center, and it goes off into these pink petals, which is kind of pretty. And I did the same thing for Drake's. His little monkey is black, and all around the monkey is dark black, and the center of the monkey is a little bit lighter. The puzzle piece is the same way, dark around the edges, lighter in the inside. So think about ways that you can color in and blend your colors that will make your designs interesting. So work on finishing your logo names. Make it cool, make it interesting, try to make something that I haven't seen before, okay? All right,